wonder if you could relate to us, what went into your decision to come back for this extra year?
Well, there's a couple of things that played into that. I think the first thing was I think we're going to have a really good team this year. I think we got a lot of guys that are coming back. I think we got a lot of guys that are going to contribute. A lot of guys that came in to the program, like Devin Cochran, like Ace. Just I could keep naming off more that are really going to contribute to this program. I think things are starting to click. But also, it gave me an opportunity to get better, to work with Coach Key, Coach Collins, Coach P, and to really improve my craft, to be able to play at the next level and continue to get better so I can improve my game. And that's always what I'm trying to do. Is I'm always trying to get better every day. I walk on to practice and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do that day to get better, what I want to do to improve myself, but also improve the team.
Next question comes from Kelly Quinlan. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hey, Ryan, you're kind of in this leadership role as a veteran, despite just being your second year in this program. And you have a lot of young offensive linemen. Kind of how do you approach that leadership piece with guys like Weston or Jakaya, or even the second year guys like Jordan who plays next to you?
Jordan's over there. He says, hey. I'd like to point out, first of all, that there's only a right hand raised hand. I feel like that's a little discriminatory to us, the left-handed people. I know there's only 17% of us, but that kind of hurts, No, but in all seriousness, I think we've got a lot of guys that are going to help contribute. A lot of guys that are really growing on the offensive line, but also a lot of guys that have stepped up, like Jordan Williams. And it's really cool to see those guys improve every day. And it's really great to be a part of that, to be able to help those guys, mentor those guys, and kind of instill some of the knowledge that I've learned in my umpteen years of college football, to be able to teach some of those things and help them grow. Because what I really want to see is I want to see this team be great. And so to do that, I have to be able to help the guys that are coming in. I got to help the guys that can contribute, but also guys that are going to redshirt. And I want to see this team be successful, not when I'm here, but not just when I'm here, but also down the road. I want to get a ring on my finger, but I also want the guys behind me to get a ring on their finger. I want to create a program that is not just this year, but a dynasty. And you hear a lot of guys talk about that, but not a lot of guys do that. And there's a reason why that happens is you don't have this culture that is being built. And I think that's one of the things that we have done a good job at doing and good job at starting. And that starts from the top down, yes, that's your leaders on the football field, but that's also your coaches. And I think Coach Collins, Coach Key have done a great job at teaching us the culture that needs to happen. And I think there's a lot of guys that are buying in to be able not only to apply that culture to themselves, but apply that culture to the new guys that are coming in and hold those guys to the standard. We had a great example just this morning. We had a leadership meeting and we had guys holding the leaders to a standard, making sure that they're holding themselves to their own standard that they had set. And it was a very big improvement. You see, something that happened that would have same thing would have happened last year and we wouldn't have gotten it done. This year we got it done. And it's a big, in my opinion, a big step forward in the culture that guys are buying in, but also making sure everybody else buys in as well.
Got time for just a couple more for Ryan, beginning with Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
Ryan, can you just give your perspective on Austin Smith and his, moving into what looks like the first group, and particularly compared to where he was last year?
Absolutely, Ken. Austin Smith is a great football player, and I've seen a whole lot of improvement out of him. When we came back in January, just seeing him alone in the weight room, he looked huge. He's gotten bigger, he's gotten stronger, but he's also gotten smarter on the football field. And it's a testament to how hard he's been working. He's been doing a great job and really pushing himself, but not only pushing himself, he's pushing other guys. And that's what we need in this offensive line unit. And I think that's great. He's doing a good job at stepping up and taking control of his job and doing his job well and executing well. So I say that's a big testament to Austin's improvement.
Wrap us up, Rod.
Hey, you mentioned earlier about Devin. Did you know of him before he came here, and what have you seen from him since he's arrived?
Yes, so obviously Devin and I played each other a couple times in the past. I knew of him. I don't think we knew each other very well, but coming in, I was very involved in recruiting him, very involved in talking with him. And now that he's here, it's been great to be able to work with him, to play with him. And he's really done a great job at taking charge. He's really done a great job at studying the plays, getting into the weight room. He's always one of the last people out of the weight room, one of the first people to get stuff started, get stuff going. But he's also doing a great job at taking charge, taking leadership, even though he's just come into the program. And so that's something that I think is really cool, is he's done a good job at leading others. You know, he's taken a couple guys under his wing, couple guys that he's been leading, that he's been kind of mentoring. And that's something that really shows the character of an individual, is being able to have people follow you, be able to have people that are looking up to you, and be able to have people that you're mentoring and teaching and getting better. And so that to me shows what kind of person he is. And he's a class act, and he's also a very hard worker.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Absolutely.